What's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Today we got my brother's M4 in today. His valve cover started making a noise. I guess it's a known issue for the M3s and M4s. I guess it's a PCV valve or something like that. Let's see if it makes. I don't know if it'll make it. It sounds like a screechy noise, like so this is the noise that we're talking about. It's a valve cover making that noise, a little screaming noise. Kind of weird. You can turn it off. They say once you loosen the oil cap, it does a little pressure and the noise goes away. But obviously when the car is driving and stuff, it goes back on, making a little screaming noise. See? Crazy. BMWs. Known issue. I forgot to record, but basically we took off the intercooler, right?
The top mount intercooler.
The top mount intercooler. We took off all the bracing. Right now I already loosened up the fill line. We're ready to take it out. The wiring for the coil packs, the injectors, pretty much we'll remove it to the side. Remove the intakes. It's pretty, I want to say it's not straightforward, but it's pretty decent, easy. So when you take off the top mount intercooler, it does leak a little bit of coolant. So you either could suck it out with the sucker or cap it off like we did. It did leak a little bit, as you can see right there. So yeah, basically after we got the fill rail, the valve cover should come off pretty easy. There's two 13s that hold a wire harness right here and a bunch of little clips around the valve cover. The fill rail has 11mm bolts. There's 4 of them. You have to remove those. And pretty much all this, all the covers that was blocking the top of the valve cover. And then we removed the brace bar that went across as well. And then that's pretty much it. All right, guys, so right now we're going to take out the valve cover. We got the fill rail out. So you need a Torx, inverted Torx, E10. I forgot mine at the shop. So right now I have an 8mm. It works almost the same. So I already loosened up all the bolts by hand. So right now I'm gonna use the electric ratchet. So now you guys know a 8mm bolt socket works as well. So you got the valve cover off now. Here's one.
You want to put it?
In the box. So now we gotta clean up the old oil all around. Get it prepped for the new valve cover. But so far looking good. Alright guys, so right now we're torquing down a new valve cover. You gotta make sure the gasket's not pinched, or else you'll have an oil leak. There's a sequence to this. The bolts go up to 9Nm. Just like that, nothing crazy. Those are the instructions right there. So right now I'm gonna finish torquing out the rest, and then put back the injectors for the fuel rail, the wire harness, and go from there. All right, guys, now we transfer these two rubber bolts for the cover. We got the wire harness in place for the oxygen sensors. Transfer this little black bracket in the back. So it does take a minute to torque down all the Torx. Take about like 20 minutes, not gonna lie. There's a bunch of them. And then you transfer this over. or if you yours come with a new one, transfer it over. So now we're gonna do the fuel rail right here. Put that on. Once we do the fuel rail, we could do the wire harness again, put it back, and the top mount intercooler, and it should be it. And then obviously all the piping and stuff after. So now tying down the fuel rail, make sure you plug in the high pressure sensor in the back, or fuel pressure sensor, whatever you want to call it. We plugged in a tube right here. So these are very brittle. I broke his. But you can see over the years it gets white and brittle. So it cracked on me when I took it off. So you got a new one. I think it's $100. That's the part number. Yeah, that's $100. So now what we're gonna do is the wire harness and the coil packs. After we do that, we do the top mount. So right now I got the injector harness plugged in to each of them. You have to make sure they click. If they don't click, that means they didn't sit properly. And then after you get the little eyeball fitting right here, it goes on the stud. And you get the little nut, put it on. I believe they're 8mm or 10mm. I need to double check on that. But do that to all of them. Be careful, don't drop it in the engine, or else you'll be effed up. So we got two, one more. After we're gonna tighten those down, and then we can plug in the coil packs right here. And then that's gonna be pretty much it for this install. Well, besides everything else. So we're almost done. Alright, coil packs are in. Right now we're gonna tighten down the harness right here. There should be 2 Torx. So now I'm checking for any leaks. No fuel leaks, everything is good. Everything's nice and tight. It's not making that little no more noise. So it sounds pretty good. We already bled the coolant system. We primed the injectors so they can fill up with gas. So basically just cycle the key a couple times for the injectors to get fuel. Looks pretty good. Alright, so the M4 is pretty much done now. Everything's put together. There's no more that shit was annoying. We still have to put his front grills on, but do that some other day. That's pretty much it.